fellow Perpy.
Yeah,
Kat, will you come down and protest? We got to, like, I don't know. I want to do a protest on in March.
Are you kidding me? It worked last night.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, okay. Wrong thing. Remove. Here, cancel. Cancel.
Are you doing some?
Okay. Pat's in Sydney.
Yep. Oh, shit. Wrong one then. Oh, no, you said, right. Sorry. Yeah, just ignore me. What are you trying to do, Brian?
I figured it out. I hope.
That is mad. Yes, this is correct.
What's with all your typos, Matt? So what Brian's doing that, Miriam, today when I was on the panel, I asked because Sin Oh Hell No was drinking eggnog, and I never know what it is, but it's always in like American Christmas movies all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I assumed it was something for the cold weather, like a warm drink. Anyway, so they told me what it is. So now I know what it is. It sounds yummy, but some of them say that it's not nice. Like it sounds like
okay. Describe how they described it to you. I'm curious.
Well, okay.
I would say yeah. You go.
Like egg whites, and then some sort of like creamy or something or other, and then if you want, I can't remember what else is in it, and then you can add alcohol if you want. But it sounds like it would be nice without the alcohol, and could it be?
Yeah, it is
like creamy and yeah.
I think it's better without the alcohol, to be honest. Yeah, so I did make it once and did not do very well. But it's like a kind of like a thin custard in a way.
Yeah. So yummy.
Yeah, and like a custard that you drink.
Yeah.
We're on my channel now, so
you're on your channel?
Also, yes, so we're going to my channel too.
I think mine as well.
So
do you have it cold or hot, Miriam?
Cold. Yeah. Love it though. Always have to get it at Christmas time. Definitely.
Okay. Talk about eggnog.
Eggnog, yeah.
The ladies
we get it pre-made from the liquor store, and I think I've had it like twice in the last decade. So.
It's cool.
Yeah. Do you like it, Brian? Do you like it? Do you prefer it with alcohol in it or plain?
I've never been much of an alcohol drinker per se.
Yeah.
You get it from
bit of nutmeg.
Yeah, that's right. They said you can have cinnamon and nutmeg
get it pre-made. Get it pre-made from the
cinnamon.
Store. And my friend, my I don't know if he got any this year, but usually my friend gets a bottle for Christmas, and we have like 3 or 4 shots out of it, and he throws the rest of it away. So.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't drink too much of it too. So it's kind of like a nice traditional thing to do. Yeah. But yeah, buy a bottle, but you're not gonna drink all of it.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
So,
is there not a lactose intolerant version, Rio? There must be something somewhere.
I was supposed to.
There might be.
Sorry, these guys. I'm trying not to look at the chat because they're funny. They're just you guys are bouncing off each other tonight. Do Cypher and Drop Bear?
Yeah. I don't know. Even on Christmas, they can't stop being cheeky.
I love it. So you're doing some slam poetry for us, Brian?
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, which is the way I usually navigate life to begin with.
Preach that.
If some people can want to come on, like, and hey, Corn, how's it going?
Hey.
Like Kim, she's a good writer. You want to come on and read something, or
Jaffa, hi Jaffa. How you going? Happy holidays.
It's not necessarily.
There's a pinned link at the top of the chat on my channel, or if you wanted to come on, you want them to come on your channel, Brian?
Yeah, either way.
Or either, whatever.
Either way, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
And and I can't invite people. So
you'll have to give them.
The link should be pinned at the top of the chat on my channel. But I'll yeah, no, Fluffer's in here.
Fluffer. Haven't seen you in ages.
I know. I feel like I haven't seen any. I haven't been paying attention to YouTube much lately. I've just had so much going on. Yeah.
Okay, so where can Kim D find Rio for Life? Kim D find the link. T.
I've just put the link. I put the link, and it's also should be
beautiful.
pinned at the top of. It should be pinned at the top of the chat, like in a black box at the top of the chat.
Here,
I
didn't want to do that.
What are you trying to do, Brian? Can I help you?
Trying to figure out what here copy. I didn't want to go to it here and paste. There, I copied it into the chat and pasted it in the chat so people can see it on my channel too.
Cool.
Awesome.
There, so.
And I'll be heading off in a minute or so, anyways, because I was only going to do till 10 p.m.
No worries.
We're here
we need
Australia.
To figure out how we're going to do this stream with Lara. Like how we're going to. Do you want me to scan pages or?
Yeah, we can chat about that.
Yeah.
Do you wanna? Yeah. You can just call me tomorrow. Just call me tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm meant to be going on again twice on the mental health channel, but I don't know what's going on with that. I think something happened to Keela, so.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Brian, lovely to. Yeah. No worries, Brian. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
I've seen you around. No, I've seen you around because I know you've been around for like a year or maybe longer. But yeah, I've seen your name and stuff like that.
I've been around for a while.
So. You have been around for a while, yeah.
He's great. He pops up everywhere. He's a big
supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. What area of the U.S. are you, Brian?
Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Central Arkansas area. I live in a small town called Enola. Very, very, very small. If you spell it backwards, it spells alone.
It's alone. Alone. Yeah.
Enola.
That's so funny because I've watched. Have you guys watched Enola Holmes?
Oh yeah, movie? It's got a what's her face, and then it's got
I
tried to watch the first movie, and I'm like, the girl irritates me.
Oh really? I love her. Okay, well it would be so hard if you that'd be a struggle if you didn't like her.
I don't know what it is. You know, you just like I know I probably irritate people. People irritate me. I don't know, but I've tried.
Yeah.
Tampa Brad went looking for his wife's necklace.
Down the back of the couch. Yeah.
Okay. Tampa Brad. You know who Tampa
I do remember that.
Was he a bad actor or something?
Tampa Brad.
No, he's
this guy. He was this guy he's a Scientologist. He got sucked into it by Grant Cardone.
Oh, God.
And it's just that type of personality. It's actually comical in its cringiness, right? So he had this YouTube channel called Tampa Brad. Aaron was making fun of him.
Yeah, it was really funny.
One of the first things that they highlighted was the fact that at one point, him and his wife were doing an OnlyFans to pay for it.
What? To pay for Scientology?
Yes.
Pay for Scientology, presumably, yeah.
But they actually were, or it was a joke, or were they actually doing that?
Well, he was promoting Scientology, yeah, through his YouTube, right?
Through his YouTube, and to pay for it, they were doing an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ew.
Yeah, at one point.
And then apparently, allegedly, because I haven't seen it, but one of the videos features a couch and looking for change in the couch. Yeah.
So everybody was making the jokes about her losing her earring, and I feel sorry for the woman. I feel or maybe not because she married the guy. Who knows? But without that, we wouldn't have Clearwater Chad because at one point. What was it? Aaron was just an offhand comment. Someone should make a parody channel called Clearwater Chad, and then Clearwater Chad showed up.
and how great has Clearwater Chad been?
Oh, he's a great guy.
Hilarious.
He's a great guy.
He has been amazing. Yeah.
He's got a very kind of unique sense of humor, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My Earthquake doesn't get him at all. He doesn't understand it. I'll show him his little sketches, and he's like, but he's just sitting there being him, isn't he? And I'm like, I think that's the point. He's like, he doesn't
It's art.
I don't know.
It really is art. It's an art form.
Yeah. Hilarious. Like one of his early videos, one of his early videos, he did this where he was doing LRH advises, and he literally got out in the middle of winter, it was snowing outside, and took ammonia and newspaper and cleaned his windows. And it was hilarious, and I was really, really high at the time too, which made it even funnier.
Oh yeah, I think that would make it even
Yeah. All right, so I don't know what are we doing?
I don't know, mate. I'm texting back somebody that messaged me like 4 hours ago. So sorry, I've got to do it because but yeah.
I guess I can read some.
Fluffer, I hope you've had a lovely. Oh no, it's still. What's the time there? Let me think. It'll be about 11, I think. So I hope you have got a lovely day.
After 11 there.
Yeah, I hope you've got a lovely day ahead of you, whatever you're doing. Everyone. Hello, my love. What do you require?
Did you want to read something out, Brian?
Yeah, I could, or not, because it's kind of.
I'll be back in a sec. Sorry.
It's like, it's. I don't know. You get technical difficulties, and things kind of go out the window. But Kim, did you get? Are you still here? Because she can come on or whatever if someone. But I have no idea who's controlling this. So, excuse me. Let me read something.
Kim is not really around in the chat. I don't see any comments.
She was there, but
yeah, she was. Yeah. Oh, almost in.
Good night.
Okay.
Well, since I got an actual ex-Scientologist here, I can read some of this stuff and get your opinion.
Oh, yay.
Yes. See, I wrote this. You read it.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
All about Scientology, my Scientology haikus and limericks, right?
Love it.
Okay. Back in
Brian
March.
is a poet, after all.
Back in March of 23. Aaron, of course, Aaron. Again, it's all freaking Aaron's fault.
Aaron's fault.
Everything's Aaron's fault.
Everything's Aaron's fault. He was messing around with ChatGPT, right? He was messing around with ChatGPT, and there for a couple weeks, he was like on Fridays he would do that. He would do a little series of that, and at one point, the chat was going, "Have it do this, have it do this, have it do this." So it had to write the people in the chat was have it write poetry, and specifically haikus and limericks. And I personally don't like writing haikus, and limericks are kind of the pretentious poet in me, or like limericks or bawdy stuff, and all that stuff. But they were good, and it was just like, okay. So I was laying down right over there, because I'm in my bedroom right now, right over there where my bed was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laying down, and my brain goes, Brian, Scientology is a 5-syllable word. Scientology.
Wow.
I had to go into my living room where my writing material was and start writing. And this is what I came up with.
Cool.
Okay.
Amazing.
Very first one.
Good night, Pat. Thanks for popping in.
Goes Scientology. Give up all your money and humanity too. Makes it easy. You lay in the ideas right over. You got the first, because a haiku is 575. So over the period of about 6 weeks, I wrote this.
Wow.
Hey, Kim.
I'm so sorry. I hope you weren't that long. I just went off to get to sort my boy out, and he gave me a bit of chocolate cake.
If you don't mind, I'm actually going to read the introduction to this.
Yeah, I'm going to put myself on mute for a minute.
All right. It goes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm going to read the introduction. It's a couple pages. It's not that long. I'm going to read the introduction to this, and it might help out a little bit. All right. It goes, I remember back in the 1980s, my teenage self tuning the dial on my little color TV, searching the bare handful of broadcast channels we had out in the middle of nowhere in rural central Arkansas. I also remember the outlandish commercials with the exploding volcano for a book called Dianetics by this science fiction writer, L. Ron Hubbard. Now, I was a voracious reader in my teens, especially science and fantasy fiction. And I'd heard of Hubbard, but I'd never read anything by him. Moreover, this was a self-help book of all things by a science fiction writer that seemed kind of weird, just about as weird as the Mormon commercials that were running at the same time. So alarm bells must have been going off somewhere in my subconscious. Nope, not for me. So over the years, I'd heard of Scientology, but that wasn't something that I'd really gave two shits about. Honestly, there's no other way to put it. Until I watched Going Clear on HBO in 2015. I couldn't stop watching it. It was such a fascinating and heart-wrenching movie. Was an amazing story that left me emotionally drained by the time I was done watching the film. I was shocked to find out that Jason Begay, who I knew from the show Chicago PD, was a Scientologist, or what had been a Scientologist. Mm-hmm. And the stories Mike Rinder and Spanky Taylor told were hard to listen to, especially Spanky's. Okay. Here was something that made what I'd been through and what I'd put myself through in my life seem like small potatoes by comparison. Fast forward a couple years to 2018, and I'd found the Aftermath series on Netflix, and I was like, damn, Leah Remini of all people, the very funny, very hot actress from King of Queens, was a Scientologist. I guess in some ways I really had been living under a rock. So this brings me to relatively recently, late 2022, and in the midst of a self-imposed exile from the world. A long story for another time. Okay, here. Okay. I was dealing with the emotional baggage of the loss of my oldest brother and getting my heart broken twice. Plus a whole lot of other things, all part of that long story. So I was watching a lot of YouTube when I happened upon the Danny Masterson trial drama through the YouTube channel On the Edge with Andrew Gold. Yeah. Of course, I'd heard of Danny Masterson. I'd watched that 70s show on occasion, but I was never a real fan. Masterson's character I thought was funny, but I didn't know he was a Scientologist. And what he was accused of doing was appalling. Little did I know that watching coverage of on YouTube dealing with the sexual assault trial of a C-list celebrity past his prime, who was a member of a kooky, destructive cult, would lead me down a rabbit hole and out of some of the darkness that I'd been swimming through and trying to deal with. Yeah, that's like, Andrew Gold's
That's
channel.
Beautiful.
Andrew Gold's channel led me to Chris Shelton's, then to growing up in Scientology, then to Blown for Good, then to a whole host of very fascinating, very informative content. And not just about Scientology, but about the multitude of cults and other authoritarian groups out there, both in the past and those currently active. Being agnostic, another long story for another time. I've always had an interest in religious belief systems, mainly from an academic point of view, so it's no wonder I'd gotten sucked into something such as this. Honestly, being sucked into this is a lot better than being sucked into some weird religious cult. I can always unsubscribe, and it doesn't cost me a thing. Anywho, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was watching a live stream on Aaron Smith-Levin's YouTube channel, Growing Up in Scientology, and he was messing around with ChatGPT, the AI you can have do things for you on the internet. Well, some people in the chat had Aaron prompt ChatGPT to write poetry about Scientology, specifically haikus and limericks. At first, I was a little envious of what ChatGPT was producing. I'd messed around with the AI a few months prior to this, seeing if I could use it as a tool for writing prompts, but decided to nope out for now. So I was joking around in the live chat, writing stuff like, "This thing's going to put me out of a job." Cliche, I know, but a real concern for us creatives. Then for some reason, I said to myself, fuck that shit. That thing has no soul. I can do better. And I did. I took it as a personal challenge, and within the space of a couple of weeks, I wrote this collection, which overall I'm very proud of. Creatively, this is one of the most fulfilling projects I've attempted. Having an idea manifest itself and come to life in such an ethereally tangible way is something that all artists strive for. And it feels great. It feels really good when it seems it just forms right in front of your eyes. While working on this, at times seemed like something from outside of myself was giving me a mission to complete, which I did. I hope I was up to the task.
That is amazing. Now, where can we get a copy of this?
It's available on Amazon, and anywhere around the world you can order it.
I'm going to order a copy.
Here, let
I own a copy. Got it the first week it came out.
Amazing,
Awesome.
amazing.
Is there a link anywhere? Is there a link to share that, Brian?
Get you a link. Let me get you a link.
Or is it
so
you should put it
good.
on your channel description? Put a link there as well, maybe.
Yeah. Here, I'll get a link. Here, let me get a link, and I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, please do.
Well, Brian, I thought that was so well described. You know, it really gave like this sort of lead up to how you went from there to there, like where you were at in your life to then where you kind of transitioned to with this like this purpose that really pushed you to create something. And what a beautiful story, like a very human story, a very human experience of connecting with people through stories. You connected through the stories, and also just that image that I had in my mind of when you described like the Dianetics ad that came on in 1983 with the volcano. It's made me understand a little bit more of what that experience was like for people when that came on their TVs and how much of an impact it had. Like I've heard that it had a lot of impact, but to hear you say it like that, and I can imagine just like the, find out, how to heal yourself. It would have been very like promising.
Did they? Did they put in the UK? Because I don't remember seeing it.
I remember this was in 85, 86, 87, the late 80s, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like I said, the commercials. I remember going to the bookstores in the mall and seeing the displays, everything Jeff Hawkins has talked about. I remember seeing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it had.
We were only allowed to watch. I only watched TV on Saturday mornings when I was little. We just watched the Saturday morning, cartoons and that. But we were out of the house all the time,
I was a latchkey kid.
Ads in all the magazines too with the volcano.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was
couldn't
a latchkey.
escape it.
Wow.
It was everywhere during the mid 80s.
I didn't know that. So can I just read what Gunnar One Day has said? You took us with you on your journey, felt every moment, beautifully done. I agree.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's so many of our stories, like a place where you may have come from or been at or part of a healing journey or whatever it may have been. It sounds like the story sounds so familiar. I don't know if you feel that as well.
Hey, would you highlight what Mad Drop Bear said asked up here? Do you bundle? Do you do bundles? Have I introduced this to people besides YouTube. I've not read any of these in like a live setting yet because I haven't been able to get to live settings to read them.
Yes, and now you can.
Now I can, and I like at the beginning of this month, I went down to Hot Springs it's the longest running weekly,
I love you, Az.
Sorry. It's the longest running weekly poetry reading in the country. It's been going since 1989.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
In Hot Springs, Arkansas, right? And
wow,
I went down there and I gave a copy of this to the woman who runs it. She's the inaugural poet laureate of Hot Springs, Arkansas, and her name's Kai. So I'm wanting to go back down there hopefully next week to see to read again and to see if she's got asking questions about it. I'm not much of a slam poet. Slam poets have to think on their feet, and that's
they do pre-write stuff, but it's more like it's very expressive. It's just a different feel to it.
It's
expressive.
I don't know much. I'm just a poet. I'm a poet. I do what I do. Some of the stuff that I write is, it's got the sing-songy rhythm, and some of it's done like with these. Like Miriam might enjoy these.
Yeah.
You want let's read some lyrics, some limericks, limericks. Okay, I have a series about our favorite little cult leader called Captain COB. Because he doesn't like to be called he doesn't like to be called a captain, and he's a COB, or some people would say an SOB, but that's their opinion. Okay, so this is the first one. It goes, there was this guy we'll call Little Davy. He's captain of a pretend quasi navy. Quicksilver and wrath, a little psychopath. He might be a bit batshit crazy.
Yay! That was awesome.
That's awesome. Love it. Beautiful.
I've never read these in sequence. So number 2. So here is our little boss baby, whose moniker is that of Davy. Meaning to attest he's a giant sadist, this captain of a dirtwater navy.
Love.
Hello.
Okay, and number 3. I can find it.
I was going to say, Brian, do you want to tell people who might not know what a haiku is?
Haiku is a Japanese form of poetry. It's usually the traditional one is it has a season to it. It's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. 3 lines, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. But most people like Americanized have just it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. They kind of leave the season part out of it. Like it's about spring, winter, summer, fall.
Yeah.
Limericks are a body form of poetry from Limerick, Ireland.
Oh, my dad used to write limericks. I've really got to get hold of some of his stuff. I think I'm gonna call my stepbrother. I don't want to talk to my stepmom, obviously, but maybe my stepbrother can go and salvage it from her house.
Yeah,
he wrote a lot of beautiful poetry.
Oh, I'd like you to bring it on my channel and read it.
I know. I'd love to come and do some readings with you. That'd be amazing.
All right, so here's number 3.
That would be fun.
There. Okay, I'm kind of distracted. That which plants deep, grows entertainment, is the show my mind fails to slow. Okay. That which plants deep, grows entertainment, is the show my mind fails to slow. Okay, I got it.
How about this?
Okay.
That is cool.
Deep grows. Entertainment is the show my mind, and then it went off. I can't read the rest.
Fails
to slow.
Sorry, that's me.
Love that.
Oh, my mind
that's
fails to slow.
That's really cool. Okay, so Captain B. Let's go Captain COB volume version 3. So here we find our darling Davy at the helm of a quasi-pseudo navy. The little Keebler elf breaking everyone's shelf. Where does he hang his hat lately? When I wrote
That's
that, when people were trying to find him,
yes,
that's a favorite of
perfect. Mine. That is so brilliant. I love that.
My number 4.
Brian, I've got to run because it is my bedtime now. It's 10:30 p.m. here. Thank you so. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you for listening.
And it's so lovely to meet you guys.
Thanks for being here, Miriam.
And
it's a lovely gathering, and I really appreciate you being here. And yeah,
I want you to listen to this one, and then it goes.
Perfect.
COB, this is number 4. Old COB is said to be rather short, which gets him just a bit out of sort. What's the big fuss, my little homunculus? Why not smile and be a good sport?
Aww. Very cute. I love it. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that. I love the intro. That's perfect. I'm going to get the book because I love the humor in it too. It's fun, but it's also on point, and I think that can be really uplifting. And thank you so much for putting that together.
Nice to meet you.
Again, thank you, everybody. Yeah, thanks, everyone, for being here. And, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.
Love you, love. All right. Good night. Merry Christmas.
So, Decipher, do you write? Does Decipher write?
Oh, Decipher, yeah. Decipher actually came on yesterday and read out a bit of poetry, and he studied philosophy and stuff. So he's
yeah. I think I remember seeing. Yeah, you're right.
I can't remember if you were there. Yeah, interesting character.
Get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. Yeah, you just wrote. I wrote that right now. Good.
Hi, sorry, Cubana Chica. Hello and goodbye. Everyone's making coffee.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, get a hold of me, and
collab maybe. Decipher, I feel you are someone that likes to troll and cause issues within the community that is trying to end the cult. Tame your tongue and think before you speak. I don't know. I think that I thought that at first, actually, as a few of us, I think, have kind of been like, "Ooh, who's this character?" But yes, how may we decide the truth? Shall we have a court of ethics or whatever you call it? It's
court martial.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm up for it. I can we can arrange that. No, I to be honest, as I'm I thought that at first, and I'm okay with. We met on camera yesterday, didn't we? And yeah, I just think that Decipher, I think you're a very interesting character and maybe a bit misunderstood by people. And I have gone through that myself. Yeah, I've gone through that myself and been misunderstood. So yes,
I'm confused too, Decipher. So what? No unpleasantness this morning.
Give him a chance.
Kim, do you got anything you want to read, or are you just here to hang out?
What is going on? I think my cat's on the mad one. Yeah.
Kim, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Kim?
Oh, she's gone. She disappeared.
Okay. While she's resetting, Gonna One Day says, I used to mod on a poetry website. I love words. It's made my Christmas. Thank you. That is awesome to hear. I know there's something about words.
Yeah. Words are powerful. Okay. I've been scarred more by words than anything that has ever been perpetrated upon me.
Yeah, that sticks and stones thing is just bullshit, you know. And one of the things I've said to my son is the pen is mightier than the sword. And because he takes everything very literally, he doesn't understand. So I've been trying to give him examples like, you know, if you going and beating someone up is, you know, that will heal, and it doesn't really send a message, does it?
But if you tell someone that they love you and they don't say it back, that hurts. And
again, it's like if you say "I love you" too much, it loses its meaning. You know.
Yes, it's all about that fine balance in life. Everybody should be aware of everybody. The more you know, the better off you are. I like trains. I love trains.
What's
Actually,
going on about Matt?
That is actually a bucket list goal of mine, is to take a train from one side of one coast to the other.
I want to do the Trans-Siberian Railway thingy.
Eventually, but it's way too mad. It's too much of a madhouse over there. I love Lamp. Yes, I love Lamp.
What are you on about?
Oh, that movie. I'm in a glass cage of emotion. That movie.
You don't know that movie, Phila? That's from bloody. Oh God, now
Ron Burgundy, the only Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
movie
Ron Burgundy.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
I
a
love
big deal.
that was Stephen Carell's character, Brick. I love Lamp.
Loud noises.
Oh, is
the Orient Express would be interesting. Trains. But yeah, I used to like the trains. I took the train a lot from when I was in Chicago. Okay. I went to boot camp in Great Lakes, Illinois. That's like a hour drive or so north of Chicago. And they got the train that runs through there all the time. I used to catch the trains on the weekends and stuff and go down to like Evanston and to the museums and stuff. It was great. Trains are fun. And I have no idea where I was going with that.
Well, you know what? I might head off in a minute, but I'll
look, stop it. Right, what? Guys. No, I want to resolve this.
No,
we don't want anyone to leave.
A rule. No, I'm going to say something here. I'm going to say something here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
A rule on my channel is no unpleasantness. If you're going to be unpleasant, please take it somewhere else.
I don't think anyone has been unpleasant, though. I don't.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get
no,
there.
it's okay. I feel like as is. Wait, sorry. Okay, so D-Cypher hasn't been around for very long. He's come in. He's very different and quirky, and I like that. And I like to leave people up. I don't like to ban people, just for being different and stuff. And I like to give people a chance to get to know them and stuff. And I think Az is a big supporter, and he's just being protective, maybe. But yeah, you're both good people, in my opinion. Yeah. And it's just miscommunication and stuff. I hope Az is still here. It's all good. There's nothing to worry about.
That can happen when you're writing a text message, because not everyone thinks in the same way and writes clearly with logic. Some people think differently and might come out differently, and because you're not seeing the person in person, you don't have any context, so you just see words. So it can be miscommunication.
What do you require, my love? Do you want me to get off? Nothing.
Merry Christmas.
Can you kind of not?
All right, we're getting off track here. Let's. I want to read something. Okay, I want to read.
Yeah, I mean, so I haven't seen D-Cypher saying anything bad, or yeah. So it's all good. It's fine. It's all good.
Please. Okay.
Let's be friends. Give each other a chance. We all have very unique personalities, and we're all awesome until something really. I mean, obviously, if somebody says something really horrible and triggering or whatever, then they can fuck off. But it's all good for now. I'm just gonna go and make sure. I'm gonna go and find something for little man to do, because he's annoying me with a water bottle. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, Brian. We want another poem?
Well, you see how I do about confrontation. I'm bad at it.
I'm bad at it. Everyone's bad at it.
Because I don't like the unpleasantness. That's one of the things that, like, with all the fracturing that happened, like I'm gonna talk again about my book.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, my book. This right here. I wrote this at a time when we were still unified.
Yeah.
I'll put that in quotes. Unified. I wrote it at a time before it was when Aaron was doing his coverage of the Masterson trial and all that crap that we know now happened.
Yeah.
I was writing it when that was going on, before it became public. All right. So this to me represents what I call the before times. The unity.
The before times.
The before times and this stuff.
BC? Is that what we're doing?
But anyways, I'm getting off track too here. I want to read some T.S. Eliot. Who knows who T.S. Eliot is?
Yeah, I know the name.
T.S. Eliot, an American poet. He was part of the lost generation that went from
yes.
Yeah, they were in England and France post World War II. How about this one? It's called Burbank with a Baedeker, Bleistein with a cigar. Burbank crossed the little bridge, descending at a small hotel. Princess Volapine arrived. They were together, and he fell. Defunctive music under sea passed seaward with the passing bell. Slowly, the god Hercules had left him that had loved him well. The horses under the axle tree beat up the dawn with a styria with even feet. Her shuttered barge burned on the water all the day. But this or such was Bleisten's way, a sagging bending of the knee and elbows with the palm turned out. Chicago Semite Viennese. A lustreless, protrusive eye stares from the protozoic slime at a perspective of Canaletto. The smoky candle's end of time decline. The smoky candle end of time declines. On the Rialto, once the rats are underneath the piles, the Jew is underneath the lot. Money in furs. The boatman smiles. Princess Volapine extends a meager, blue-nailed fillet. God, I can't freaking talk. Fillet hand to climb the water stair. Lights and lights. She entertains Sir Ferdinand Klein, who clipped the lion's wings and fleed his rump and pared his claws, though Burbank meditating on time's ruins and the 7 laws. I need to reread that and get it down better. Good morning.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Sue Owen. Merry Christmas. It's getting really late here, so I'm going to hop off. Yeah. Thank you, Brian, for all of that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
T, I love your hat, by the way.
Thanks. This is my Smack Botty elf hat.
Your what?
Smack Botty elf hat.
I don't know what that means. Smack Botty?
So when people are naughty, normally when people are naughty, the elf hat comes on, and I get my fly swatter out, and I talk about how I'm going to give you a smack bum.
Well, that's good for when you need to mod your moderator mad in the chat. You need a smack bottom.
Of course, a smack bottom under certain circumstances can be a pleasant thing too.
And one last reminder, T, to watch the movie Last Christmas, just like the song.
Yes, I will. Sorry,
it's good. It's good. It's nostalgic for London. All right, guys, love you.
How's it going, pizza?
Have a good rest of your Christmas day, Brian, and your night, T, and everyone in chat.
Thank you. I've just got to go and make a bowl of ice cream for my boy. Enjoy your evening, and hopefully see you tomorrow at some point. All right. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Okay, I'm I'm going to read one last thing before I knock off here, and we'll figure it out. Well, who's going on next?
Shall I wait till T comes back?
No, you can leave.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Xenu Marlene, everybody. Xenu Marlene. In a minute. Oh, let's see here. Let's do some cold reading. Poetry East. This is a good one. Poetry East. First one we got here. Someone named Shirley Kaufman. Shirley Kaufman. Cold reads. You were sitting on the edge of our bed, naked, leaning over your knees, your elbows resting on them and your palms cupping your face. You do not know me, speaking to your back. Naked I speak to the light along your spine, your smooth shoulders, wondering if you turn your face, perhaps it will belong to someone else. Perhaps the woman lying here will not be me. What we imagine is in some real place, but where Degas said an artist finds a hand so beautiful he can shut himself in a room the rest of his life and paint fingernails the smallest part, but every day to discover what he knows. I could look at your back all day like this and memorize each muscle, how the skin shines over them. The rest of my life speaks in your silence. If I believed you recognized my voice or where it was coming from. That's weird. Interesting. Hello again.
Sorry, I'm just really worried about what's going on in the chat, and I just think it's a bit of miscommunication. Yeah. And I just hope everyone's all right. And
yeah. No, I just started reading something. I just read.
Sorry, mate. I can sniff out an asshole pretty easily, and
that's okay.
I also like the chance, you know.
It's all over and done with. It's all over and done with now.
Kimberly, I don't feel like it is. But yeah, anyway. Nice to see you, Kimberly. Xenu Marlene. I'm actually going to open. Yeah. Let's just try and move on from it, mate. And just let's just try and move on from it. Sorry, I know if you're anything like me, I have to know that it's resolved. So I understand. I totally understand. But yeah, I think let's just try and move on from it and feel happy and stuff. Sorry. I don't know. I'm not very good when people are not getting on. I don't know what to say.
Me either. I hate it.
I just really want to be happy and yeah. So anyway, sorry, Brian.
Pizza, you're way too kind. You're way too kind.
And Xenu Marlene, and I am going to, on that note, when I finish blowing up these glow up things for my son, I am going to open my bottle of Prosecco that I was gifted to by a wonderful client of mine. So yeah. You're making me want to smoke, Brian.
Sorry.
It's not fair.
I used to smoke. I've been addicted to nicotine since I was 5.
5? Sorry if I just deafened everyone there. Far out, man. Yeah, thanks, Az. I'll just read that. Hang on, sorry.
I was 6 and 7 years old and buying smokeless tobacco out of the local store.
That's early.
I grew up in the 70s in bumfucked Arkansas, okay?
Arkansas.
So I did, but this is historic. I didn't start writing. I did not start writing until I was 16. Let's not turn this into a normal.
What's Christmas without a bit of a blue? Whoops. Let's just all just freaking zine mode.
So I'll tell you my smoking story. Okay, so I dipped smokeless tobacco from the age of about 5 or 6, because my 2 older brothers would give it to me for not telling on them smoking.
Oh God. Oh dear.
So I would I started, I've been addicted. Yeah, it's bad because I quit at 16 and I started writing poetry. I really started to get my mind off the withdrawals. So come a year later, I found I discovered the pleasures of the wonder that is marijuana. And I started smoking cigarettes to cover up the smell. So I smoked cigarettes for 12 years. And the week I turned 29, I decided to quit. And the way I quit was I would get stoned and I would go to sleep. So I smoked. I quit smoking, and that's when I joined the Navy. And then in my mid-30s, I discovered the pleasures of Cuban cigars and red wine.
Ew.
Oh, I loved it. And then I got married.
What did you go do that for?
What?
What did you go and do that for?
Because I was stupid.
I was meant to get married, I was meant to get married 2017. 2016 I was meant to get married.
Yeah. I met her online in 2007, and we got married after we knew each other for like 6 months, and then it was 10 years of hell.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I've heard it in quite a few different places that psychiatrists say that you don't actually fully know someone until you've known them for a minimum of 2 years, And I think, what we can learn from shit like that, because I mean, I was engaged to my son's dad after 6 months, and deeply in love, which turned out to probably be a trauma bond, and if you've been in loads of different situations together and you're strong together in that, I think that's one thing you've got to kind of go for. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. You could be with someone for 15 years, have an amazing marriage and time together. And the thing is, people evolve, people change. And if you don't evolve in the same way or whatever, then that doesn't work out either. So you just never know. So I've decided I'm not going to get married. I mean, I don't have a bloke or anything. I've always said since I was younger, I'd like to get married when I'm 50, because then I reckon you know yourself more and you've got less time, so you're more than likely to stay together forever and look after each other when you're old and shit, So that's my theory anyway.
Yeah, well, I grew up in a very small town where the
limited choices.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
At all. Okay. I grew because there was no, I was in a class of 13 people. 13 people. Four of them were female. The rest of us were guys, and that was about average. So no, and I was on the bottom rung of the ladder. No confidence, traumatic, all the checks in the damn boxes and everything. So yes, a lot of stunted growth there. So. I'm a one and done type guy. I did it once. No, I'd rather just live with someone. But is My Other's Keeper supposed to be coming on?
Who?
My Other's Keeper, Kim.
I got no idea, right? No idea.
Let me look here. How are we going to do this? Are we just going to stop?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just brought it over here and I was just going to see if anyone kind of rocked up that knew what was going on. I mean, I'm happy to keep going. Yeah.
Here, let me.
I'm looking. I don't know what I'm going to waddle on about. Whittle on. I don't know what I'm going to go on about. But I'm going to write my prosecco in a minute when I finish blowing up this oddity.
Okay, today after me was supposed to be my other's keeper.
But where is my other's keeper coming on? Are they going to go on their own channel, or what are we doing?
Here, let me message her. Let me message Kim right quick.
Yeah. That's not the Kim that was just on, is it? It's a different Kim. Yeah, the different. Because I don't even know who everyone is, and I get mixed up with their screen names and their off-screen names. And,
oh yeah, it's easy to do.
Yeah, I have to get used to everyone.
That's why I put Brian Lucas in quotes at the end of my in parentheses at the end of mine. So
okay.
You know.
Oh, okay. There's a notification. There's a scheduled stream up. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, in 2 minutes. All right, so the mental health stream is, I guess, continuing. This 48-hour stream is continuing on this channel, which I'm posting in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Because I'm about to duck off here. I'm about to duck off.
Yeah, mate, you go if you want. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. What have I done?
Like you say, it's been an interesting hour.
Yes. Oh, do you know, I've really enjoyed it. And I say it all the time, I love community. Yeah. And the way we've all come together and kept each other company over Christmas and stuff.
I'm glad I got the opportunity to read my little introduction to you and especially Miriam. You know, I'm glad that.
Yeah, she really loved it. That was really good.
Reaction and you know, if it speaks to people and all that stuff, that's what most artists want. That's what, especially writers, they want to know if their work speaks to people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm off of here, my dear. So thank you everybody for tuning in on my channel. Like, subscribe, do the old.
Thanks for coming on, Brian. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Have you been out already, or are you going out now? Well,
I'm gonna go make myself some breakfast and then.
What time is it there? What time is it?
It's 6 a.m. here.
Oh wow. Okay, so your days.
Remember, you are 14 hours ahead of me and Keela.
Okay. So are you the same time as Keela? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So it's 8 p.m. your time. Am I correct?
It is. Yes. Have a lovely Christmas day.
So I'm gonna be hanging out with friends later. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Enjoy. All right, darling. I'll see you later. Have a good one.
Later.
Bye. I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay on for a minute. If anyone wants to hang out, I'm just gonna try and blow this up. It's not working. Oh, sod it. I can't be arsed. I'm gonna go and get my prosecco. If anyone wants to hang out while I have a drink. Actually, I'm gonna go and I should probably go and show my support with my other's keeper. That would be a good idea. Right. It's over. It's all good. And we've moved on. And yeah. Let's just blow it, baby. Yeah. All right. Volcano. Yeah, so I posted the next person. Hopefully we can keep it going. Yeah. And lots of love to everyone. I'm gonna go in there and see if I can maybe go on with my other's keeper and keep her company. And yeah, so I will catch you on the flip side. And my Discord. If somebody wants to show me how to use Discord, that would be great, because I don't understand. I do have Discord, but I do not know how to find things and whatnot. So, and I'm not even sure if I want to go down that rabbit hole, because it's apparently a bit toxic down there. So, yes. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and Merry Christmas to everyone all around the world. And I love you all. And thank you so much for your generosity. You've been hilariously amazing. And yeah, and I hate saying goodbye. Yeah, I'm going to pop over to my other's keeper. So I may see you there, I may not. But take care and have a good one. All right, guys. Bye.